Previously on Roll Britannia.
Call them occult mushrooms. Have you just picked one and started eating it?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll deal with that in a minute.
Oh god. These ones, not those ones.
We were glowing. What do you mean carefully?
Oh shit, yeah, that's true. I can't stealth because we're glowing. Fuck.
And three of you are glowing greenish blue. It's only Malrus who is still stealthy enough to not be physically giving off light. An altar, which you can see at the front of the room, with on it a mysterious blue glowing stone. Now, you guys need to come out of the shadows. My name is Boris. A man wearing a sort of blood-red hooded robe steps out from the shadows. Who is our god?
Oh, fuck.
Humbly.
My mother used to make Sacred Flame better than that on a Sunday.
I think I'm going to grab the stone. I'll put on a marigold.
You reached for it
Then
and
I'll
then
pick it
thought
up.
better of it, wrapped something around your hand and then picked it up.
Put on a marigold.
Always wrap it.
Here we go.
It's up to you now, Keth.
Fuck.
It's an 8.
8, so you roll 10 damage.
Fuck this guy
He's
up.
dead.
You disgusting orc. How dare you come in here and attack me and my family? Your axe strikes him square between the eyes and carves his head in two exactly equal
Anybody
halves.
mind if I take that bastard's gun?
All caught up? Good. Let's get back to the action.
Something that you remember seeing, although your mind was sort of blocking it out at the time because you were so fixated on looking for enemies and looking at the stone, you notice that just next to the altar there is what looks like a very fresh bit of masonry work there. It looks badly made, but very different to the rest of the temple.
I want to go and check that out.
Okay, go and check it out, my friend.
I guess that would be an investigation check.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, are these cultists, they still in the room?
No, they legged it.
Okay, they like it. Cool.
I got 19 altogether.
19? Yeah, you can see this is a badly constructed wall that has been designed to fill in hidden doorway. And you can tell by looking at it that a little bit of brute strength would easily topple this very fragile looking wall.
Luckily, I'm full of brute strength.
I know.
After last Saturday.
I want to give it a good old shoulder barge and get through it.
Oh.
So, I guess a strength check or athletics?
Strength, yeah, go strength. Unless you're trying to do some sort of Olympic sport.
A feat. I want to attempt a feat. I just want to try and shove this wall down. So, strength, yeah?
Yes.
Right, so that's a 10 plus 2, so 12. It's wolf.
You do some damage to the wall and some of the stones fall out of place, but it doesn't quite bring it down. You're more than welcome to give it another go, or someone else can try something.
I'm happy to give it another go.
Okay, roll again.
Oh, Christ. That's a 3. A spectacular return to form. That's a 3 plus 2, so 5.
You stub your toe.
Yes. I reconstruct the wall.
It's not that bad. Anyone else want to try and take this wall down?
I only have a +1 to strength, and I feel like Derek is really weak at ATM, having just almost died. So,
You could do it, Mostbeard.
I will try and make an attack against it with my hand axe and just try and chop through it.
Okay, roll d20.
Now I roll more than a 10. That'd be a 20.
A natural or an unnatural 20?
No, not a natural 20.
As a dwarf, you know exactly where to hack at it with your axe to bring this shoddily made wall down.
Look at this shoddily repaired stone. They've had some bloody cowboys in here, I tell you.
Listen, Derek. If you don't tell the others I couldn't knock down that shoddily made wall.
Yeah.
I won't tell them
Ballistic.
I saw some elastic behind your ears. Is that all right?
It's a deal, friend. Lads, would you look at Big Boy's strength here? He knocked this down in one hit.
Oh, well done, Dad.
And it was an excellently made wall, too.
I gotta say, Derek's beard is magnificent. Feathered yet powerful.
Thank you very much.
It is looking pretty good.
It is, I grew it myself, thank you.
As it tumbles down, you see a small chamber beyond, which contains 2 chests.
Chests!
Yeah, we loot those fucking chests. Oh, can I check for traps first?
Ooh!
Yes, you can.
In the same breath.
The only time you haven't checked for traps was going to be this time, wasn't it?
Yeah. That will be 19.
Oh!
Yes, you can see just scribed on both the chests in a slightly glowing chalk are some magical runes, which you, in your trap-checking knowledge, realise are explosive runes.
Do I know from my sort of knowledge and then the previous experience of touching that chest, do I know that like they're triggered by touch, or is it proximity, or would I know any of that?
You don't know how they're triggered, but you do know that they are explosive runes.
Watch it, lads. These chests are trapped. Something's going to explode if we try and open them. Go rushing in gung ho. Any thoughts?
What's a rune?
How would the owner open them?
It's gonna. The rune's going to explode, but I don't know quite exactly like how close we can get, or
If the chest was yours, and even if there was a rune, how would you open it? Would you need some kind of anti-rune?
I would, if I was as good a spellcaster as that man that's just died there, I would use a dispel magic or trigger it on touch or proximity. Yeah, trigger it on touch, I think.
Malrus, you got anything that could help spell-wise?
Nope.
That's weird.
Sorry.
I reckon we leave it. We got the stone.
Do any of you have particular knowledge in Arcana?
No, I've only got +1.
No, I got +1.
I believe I do. What?
I haven't even heard of
Happy to try and make the
Arcana.
roll, but I've only got a +1. It's it's the 3rd skill down in your skills list.
Oh, no, what is it?
I got +1.
What is this Arcana?
It's sort of magic.
Oh, I've got a +1. No, it's plus not a lot.
Do any of you want to roll to know more about these runes?
Can I give somebody the help? Can I give Malrus the help action?
You can give him advantage, yeah, by telling him what you know about the runes from your background.
Okay. So I'll fill him in on the, this traps.
Yeah.
This is how I'd do it. Oh, core blind me! I saw once was collected a debt in this alchemist's house, and he had loads of shit trapped. It took 16 of us to get through that bloody racket. Mind you, arms and legs.
So you're going to roll an Arcana check then, please, with advantage.
Advantage of what?
Advantage means you roll twice and take the highest number.
17 then.
You know from your limited knowledge of magical runes, and combined with Derek's knowledge of things a little bit beyond the law, that these particular runes are triggered when the container they are scribed on is opened.
I got an idea, lads.
Oh, go on.
I got an idea. Why don't we take the chests with us and then give them to the elven lady? She can open them.
That does sound pretty good. She's pretty powerful with the whole magic stuff. Yeah, she's pretty good with the magic. Let's just take these and the stone.
She'll either open them up and then, she might give us give us whatever, say thank you very much for giving her the stone, or she might not open them up and then die and then we keep the stone. I think it's a win-win all round. Everyone's a winner. We can't open them. She might be able to. If not, when she does, she dies. And we'll take the loot.
I like it.
You guys grab the chests and you all head for the stone staircase, which has what looks like daylight shining in through the top. As you emerge into the glorious sunshine onto a stone plateau surrounded by ornate carved balustrades with a grand view of the island, you see at the far end of the plateau, where you assume some stairs would be, you see Starflower with a rather sizable pile of dead bodies in front of her.
I look at her and I say, I knew we could trust you, lady. Didn't I tell you all along?
Did you get the stone or what?
We need to talk to you about that.
Why have you brought those stupid chests with you?
We got these as a present for you. Here.
Why would I want a trapped chest?
Open them up.
Why didn't you just open these up, you mad... What are you, anyway?
Because they're trapped. We can't open them.
Well, yeah, obviously they're trapped. It's a cultic temple. Just wipe the runes off. And she just takes her sleeve and scrubs the runes off and opens the chest up for you.
What just happened?
Well, that was embarrassing.
Between the two chests, there is a total of 400 gold pieces, 2 potions of healing, and a dagger.
I'm having the dagger.
She takes one of the potions of healing.
I will take the gold pieces, and I think at that point I'll...
100 each, then.
Says Mr. I took everything in the last lot off the guy in the golden gun. I'm having these, and I'll give her the stone to say thank you for letting us keep the change. If you need a spot at any point, don't worry, I might be generous.
What was that? What was that, lad? Did you say you're a spy?
I said I might be generous.
She recoils from the stone and says... If you've already taken that, I can't...
Oh, fuck, lad.
Touch it.
You'll
have to put it in the case.
I haven't touched it, though. I've used my pink marigold.
You've still taken it. The dagger that Malrus has collected is, in fact, a +1 dagger.
Ooh.
So the dagger does +1 damage to your rolls, so it's whatever your damage roll is, a +1 to your melee damage.
Wicked.
Starflower says... Leave them where they are. Let's head to the ship. We need to get this stone put away, or we'll never get off this island.
Yep, okay.
And at that point, she turns, walks away from you down the steps, and as she walks away, you see off in the distance another bay, which you can see has the tops of some masts.
That'll be the Black Pig.
Just poking over the tree line.
That'll be Captain Tim's ship, or... I assume, something like that.
That's Shiver Me shit.
Shiver
Are
me
we
too.
going down?
Yeah.
Well, guys, I'm not going to lie. I think we should follow her because I don't want to be stuck with the glowing stone for the rest of my life.
We need to get off here. Let's get out of it. Let's follow her.
Yeah, honestly, she's turned out to actually be okay, despite all of my reservations. So, yeah. Derek's slow to trust. So now that this lady is, been quite honourable, I think we all feel fairly comfortable following her.
She turns from halfway down the steps and calls back, "Are you coming or what?"
I think so.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm coming.
Jump off.
I've only got little legs.
Down the stairs after her.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, let's get stuck into it.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Okay. You guys are heading down a jungle path following Starflower after your adventure in the Cultist Cavern. Starflower has pulled out a small device that looks a bit like the communicators from Star Trek, and she has buzzed through and she's notified someone on the other end that she's coming back and that she has company. Starflower is also explaining a little more about the stone that you've picked up.
Sorry, tea arrived.
You got your drink now?
Yeah, I can hear.
Come on, small boy. Hurry up.
Just imagine this communicator. Captain's log.
Captain's log, stardate 37123. Pi. Alpha.
All I'm just running the Alice
The
Ventura
voice of
clip.
William Shatner.
She's explained to you, I can't believe you're actually able to pick up that stone. The scroll that we found said it was dangerous in some way, and that's why they sent me, because, not to blow my own trumpet, but I am the greatest wizard on the Shattered Lands, so I am shocked that any of you were able to pick that up, because, don't take this the wrong way, but you seem like idiots.
I mean, I was dead at the time, so can't really take too much credit.
Well, to be honest, I had me lucky glove. Me marigold.
I noticed your marigold, it's very pink.
Oh, I thought that was a sex thing.
I didn't say it wasn't. Everything's a sex thing for a 15-year-old boy.
He's very moist.
The stone itself is imbued with the power of the goddess Umbly, apparently. She's known as the Bitch Queen, the Queen of the Depths, the Wave Mother, and in the right hands, that stone could turn everything could turn even the most inexperienced sailor into a formidable foe. And as she's explaining this, which one of you got the stone?
That would be me.
The boy.
As she's explaining this, the sound and colour from the world around you starts to drain away, Jeff. Now, if the rest of you could take off your headphones, I'll wave at you when it's time to put them back on.
Colourblind.
Now the world has gone completely still and silent. And then you see, as you look around, a beautiful woman appear, surrounded by a soft light.
Ooh.
And as she approaches, you see that she's dressed in fine, flattering robes, but they look soaked as though she's been for a swim. And then the figure speaks to you, and she says,
"Hello, Master Silverbow. My, how you changed. You are looking more youthful than ever. I see you found dear young Riley's little trinket. A wonderful piece of magic, I must say. It seems there's less and less great magic like this these days. In fact, I've felt barely more than half a dozen of these great works in the last 50 years. But listen to me, nostalgic for times past. Or is it yet to come?"
Oh, okay. I don't know. It might be to come, hopefully. Where can I find the others? What does this? Do you want this one?
The stone, yes. I see you are the bearer of my stone. I'm certain that you're waiting for the right time to make an offering to me. Just to let you know now, it's a good time for you to make that offering.
What? Here. Would you like to take the stone?
No, dear. The stone is yours.
An offering? I have a fun-time mushroom.
My dear, an offering to me comes with many benefits. You would be the envy of those around you, with an impressive dominion over those places of a nautical persuasion. All I ask is a small sacrifice. You are so young after all. It's not even a material thing I'm after.
What kind of sacrifice? What kind of sacrifice would you like, my lady?
Well, just a little essence. A small portion of your ability. A small portion of something that makes up you. Let's say, just one teeny tiny skill.
Oh, okay. Which skill would you require from me?
your skills are on the left-hand side of your sheet next to your modifiers. You can see a list of your skills, like persuasion. She's asking you to pick one of those, and you'll take a penalty to one of those skills. You can, of course, choose to refuse her.
Oh, I get to choose. I can give you a... Okay, man. One... I feel like this scenario is not something that I'm going to be refusing. Oh God, there's a lot of pressure on me. I feel like right now. Thank you very much for your very kind offering, my lady. I will gladly take you up on such a kind request, such a kind offer. The choice of skill, I feel like would be most appropriate would be my religious skill.
You wish to sacrifice your skill in religion to a god? That is a fine offering indeed.
Excellent. Present it to you.
And all of a sudden, you feel slightly less potent. You feel like something is missing, but you otherwise feel fine. And the world returns to normal. And before they put their headphones back on, I just want to tell you that as a result of your sacrifice, however high your skill in religion is, you will always add a -4 to your religion skill. But in exchange, you gain advantage on navigation checks while at sea, and once per day, you can alter the direction of the wind at sea. You also gain advantage on saving throws and ability checks whilst in the ocean. Not on it, but in it. Okay?
Okay, cool, thank you. Thank you.
And colour returns, and you carry on towards the beach.
Jeff, why'd you look so worried?
Sorry, lads. I had a little moment there.
Oh,
Sorry.
it was just a moment for us.
Blink of an eye.
Eventually, you break through the tree line onto the beach where you see a small dinghy has been pulled onto the beach. And sitting at anchor in the bay is a huge galleon, 3 masts, the sails are fully furled up, and on the back of the ship is the name Tell Dath painted on the nameplate.
Oh, look, look, Keth, your mum's been pulled onto the beach.
Oh, burn.
Let me check that beard again.
Twang. Trying to find my D20. God damn it.
At least he can keep pens in his beard.
Yes, I can.
I have, I've got a whole stationery cupboard in mind.
3 pens
It's very
and
hard to
almost a
concentrate
Lego
on you
man.
guys doing
All in
that.
one real beard.
Almost a Lego man.
Sorry, there's a dinghy on the
Why
beach,
does
yeah?
Jeff look so worried?
There's a dinghy on the beach, yeah.
Let's follow.
Chip's face.
Right, let's go with it, I guess.
Yeah,
Starflower
absolutely.
is heading over towards it. Come on, this way.
We're coming.
Yep.
I'll go over to the dinghy and jump in. Shotgun.
Yep, same.
Okay.
Shotgun.
Jumping in.
Cool, you hop in the dinghy.
And it sinks.
A giant kraken.
And it magically sets off. No rowing is needed. It drags itself off the sand into the water and out into the bay and towards the ship waiting there. As you approach it, you realise just how big this galleon is.
Oh my god. What a lovely ship.
A lovely what?
A lovely ship.
Shit.
Great big
Right,
ship
okay.
floating in the water.
As your little boat pulls alongside and comes to a halt, Starflower says, "Hang on to your boots, guys, because you won't have experienced this before." And she taps the side of the ship with her wand, and a sort of mechanical arm rises up out of the water and drags the dinghy up the side of the ship. And you can hear the sound of loud clicking, much like the sound you get at the top of a roller coaster.
I don't like roller coasters.
And as you get to the top, Starflower jumps nimbly aside. And the rest of you, if you could roll a dexterity
What's
saving
happening?
throw, please.
Wow.
That would be a 13. Oh no, sorry, 15.
7.
Hold the line, caller.
I've got 13.
13.
Those of you who rolled 15 or over, you also managed to jump onto the deck, while the rest of you are dumped sprawling onto the deck as the boat tips over onto its side and stacks on its
What's
edge
the
on the side of the ship.
You've never been tipped onto a boat before.
So far, my experience with boats
Not
Get
again.
your sea legs on.
has not been great.
You seem to spend a lot of your time on ships on the deck.
It's not gone well.
Starflower says to you, "You go, babe. Just get up. You've got to meet the captain. I'm going to go speak to him. You wait here and don't, for the love of God, touch anything." And she storms off towards the blunt end of the ship. Hey guys, it's James. You may know me as the Dungeon Master from this podcast. Just a quick pause for a few quick messages and then we'll be right back to the action. As always, I want to thank you for choosing to listen to Roll Britannia. We know there's lots of choice out there for D&D podcasts, but we hope that you enjoy listening to ours. We absolutely love making them, and what better way for you to show us that you're enjoying the show than heading over to Apple Podcasts and hitting that subscribe button so you never miss a new episode, and rating us 5 stars at the same time. When you rate us, it not only makes us feel good, like in our tummies, but it also helps other fans like you find our podcast, which has to be a good thing, right? If you're not an Apple user and you're listening on Spotify or one of the many places to find podcasts, I literally didn't know there were so many before we even started this, then please just make sure you hit subscribe so you stay up to date with all the episodes as well. And tell your friends about the show. Tell someone who you think might be into this kind of nonsense. We don't pay for any advertising. It's entirely through word of mouth and our relentless social media that we find amazing listeners like you. I hope you enjoyed the first arc of the show, the We Be Shipwrecked arc. We've now moved on to the first episode of our new arc called Tell Dath Do Us Part 1, This one should be a little shorter than the first arc, and hopefully you enjoy it even more than We Be Shipwrecked. Let me know. Did you know you can also find us on Facebook by searching Roll Britannia Podcast, on Twitter at Roll Britannia, and on Instagram at Roll.Britannia, where you can see extra content from the shows and send us a message, ask us questions, and let us know what you think about the show. If you reach out to us, you might even get a mention on the show, like Jens_D&D, who did an amazing drawing of some bat ale for us. We really appreciated that, and it actually made us feel really excited when you sent it to us. Anyway, thanks again for listening. Let's get back into it.
Okay, what is immediately around us that we can touch?
Yeah, it's all I was thinking.
So around you are... I'll get my ship map up.
I've got photos of mine.
Morning. That's the bunny. So, on the port side of the ship and ahead of you, you can see a run of 6 cannons. The main mast is almost directly in front of you, and another mast ahead of that, with a third behind you. You can see some steps that head down into the bowels of the ship, and at the far end, there are some steps that lead up to a sort of deck at the front, and behind you, some more steps that lead up to the poop deck. And doors, obviously, leading to the cabins below that. And many, many ropes and various nautical accoutrements around you. You can also see, as you stand there, a human man comes up the steps with 2 dwarves. And they head over to one of the cannons and start running drills for loading and unloading the gun.
Right, lads. Bowels or poop deck? Which one do you want to go for?
I was going to go for the obvious poop deck. Should we go over to those guys and see if they want an arm wrestle or something while we're waiting?
Yes. I think I would quite like to call out in Dwarvish, or Dwarven. What ho, landlubbers? Could somebody please tell me where we are, please?
The 2 dwarves look over to you, and they turn to the human man, who says something to them, which causes them to laugh before they return to their drills. The human man then comes wandering over to you, and he says...
If you've got something funny to say, would you like to say it to my face, please?
Huh, what are you guys doing here? Who are you? I'm Greg Flashman. Good morning. You're on board the Dath. Who are you and what are you doing here?
My name is Captain Lance Goodthrust.
That sounds like a fake name. What?
Unfortunately, it's totally not, and neither is my beard. Unfortunately, we crashed on the island and were rescued by...
Starflower.
What's her name? Starflower.
Good old Starflower. She's a sort, eh? What? Ha!
Whereabouts is this boat going?
Were you possibly in a comedy show in the mid-90s?
I usually don't talk about women like that, but...
Did you once play a pilot once? I don't remember.
Me and the lads are just running drills on the cannons. Give it a big bang.
What are you what are you preparing for?
I'm sure you like a big bang.
What am I preparing for? Cannon fire, sonny.
Listen.
Yeah, expecting trouble, said.
Gotta know how to handle a big shaft, eh? Gotta be practicing handling balls.
What does tell Dath mean, Mr. Innuendo?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Captain Innuendo.
But you're coming to see the captain, eh?
Yes. I'm not quite sure what to make of you, fella. Are you okay in the head?
Don't know what to make of you. You've not even told me your name yet. You gave me a fake name. What? Huh?
Yeah. You know, I don't...
You, short man, who are you?
I'm a dwarf.
Me?
Not you with the beard, you, tiny. Who are you, big man?
Me? I'm Jeff Silverbow, sir.
You look like a child. What are you doing here?
Well, to be brutally honest with you, I'm not 100% sure. All I was doing was trying to get off the island. Did that. Now I'm here. I found a stone and I've brought it for Starflower, and she brought us to your boat, sir. Not your boat, this boat, and we're here to meet the captain.
If you got a stone, you give it to Starflower. Better be a diamond. What?
Yeah, hope to make an honest woman out of her.
Wow.
That was fast.
Wow, indeed. I like your ambition.
You, Fangy, what's your name, big boy?
Keth Frostiron.
You look like you can handle yourself, you know what I mean?
Oh, yes. Fancy an arm wrestle?
Sure do. Bring it on, big boy. Woof. Let's do it here and now. Roll a strength check, please.
Excellent.
What did you roll?
Have I got a spell that I could go backwards in time and do that roll?
The classic Keth roll is back.
What did you roll?
Critical fail!
So you rolled a critical fail, and Greg Flashman rolled a 15 plus 2.
He's going to rip my arm off at the shoulder, isn't he?
Well, no, but you go down to arm wrestle, and as he wrestles your arm aside with ease, you slip and bang your head on the cannon where you are arm wrestling, and you take 2 damage. And you give yourself a bloody nose.
How did you get that arm so strong?
Work out in my own time, eh? Woof.
Next time, eh?
Only the one, right, though?
Gotta have a strong arm, eh?
That went hard.
Bet you like one too, eh, Tiny?
I've noticed one of your arms is considerably larger than the other.
Your left arm's much smaller than your right.
I've got strong arms.
That's a classic beard. Where does one get one of those?
I grew this one out of my own face. But I'm sure you
I love a good beard. Give you something to hang on to.
That took a strange turn.
Your mother seems to like it.
Well, you guys are weird. I'm going back to my cannons. See you later, what?
Where's Starflower?
Where's Starflower gone?
I like the way I managed to completely avoid that at all. Me just behind you guys, chilling on a cannon.
You can hide behind anyone smaller, anyone bigger than you.
Exactly.
Because he's tiny. That man was odd. I hope he's not representative of the crew as a whole.
My nose is killing me now. I need to stop this charging in.
Is your nose like fucked up, or is that just your face? Did you look like that
I've heard
before?
a lot of incoming from you today, fake beard.
Fake beard.
I know. It's because we share. It's because we share a nice little secret that we can both joke about because we know this beard is absolutely and truthfully real.
Yes. Yeah, yes.
At this point, Starflower comes back over,
Thank God.
ushers you towards the cabin. And as you enter, you find a very fine-looking room, although it is very, very dark and full of cigar smoke. It's so gloomy and smoky in here, in fact, that even those with dark vision, you can't seem to penetrate the thickness of this murk. Starflower says to you, "The captain will be out in a minute. If I can give you one piece of advice, be honest with him. He always knows if someone's lying. Good luck." And then she walks out of the room.
There's a bit of foreshadowing for everybody's secrets.
Right, just to better this a little bit, that's me fucked, isn't it? I hope no one's hiding anything, lads.
I'm sure we'll all be fine.
Otherwise we could get in serious trouble.
Every single one of us. No one at home could see it, but every single one of us had that same look of
Yeah.
I vote. We don't go see it.
The captain's hotbox.
A new backstory is going to be interesting.
So anyone that wants to look around, could you please roll a perception check?
Yeah, I'd like to...
Yeah, I'm gonna.
The smoke... Is it just filling the room? I got a nat 2 on my perception check, so I can't see anything.
Yeah, you see a smoky room.
Oh,
I did one. I got a
smoky in here, isn't it?
22. Not naturally.
With a 22, Keth, you spot on the far side of the room a small red glow appear in the haze, and you realise it is in fact the glowing end of a cigar.
I thought that was going to be the case. It's just the cherry end.
And you hear a voice. "So, I hear you four have collected a certain item for me."
This is going to be Boris the Irish.
I think he's Welsh.
He's clearly Welsh sounding, sort of.
I don't think my accent was that bad.
Boris, I thought you were dead.
I don't know. I'm in a cantankerous mood today.
I could have sworn we killed him.
Why.
I'm stone.
Oh.
And you see the cigar light, which, to your perception, looked to be about head height for a human, suddenly drop to about knee high.
and start to move closer.
Compared to Malrus, how tall is it?
I would say shorter than Malrus.
Wow.
Oh, lovely. All right there, little fella.
I'm going to need you to hand over that trinket now.
Careful, boy. Careful.
Guys, what should I just give it to him? What are we thinking here? Could you guys get in front of me? Just because I feel a little bit,
I'd like to.
Nervous.
That seems to be where I stand most of the time, to be honest.
I'd like to move across the room so as to actively not get in front of him. Just squeeze past me here. Sorry about that. Oh, it's a bit foggy in here.
To be honest, I'm not looking for any confrontation. I've got a captain wanting to take a stone off me. I've got a stone. I was looking for a guy with a boat. So
fair dues.
As far as I'm concerned, anyone got any issues?
You all suddenly hear a click and a sort of fan sound starts up, and the haze begins to lift from the room to reveal a ferocious-looking gnome with a slightly comically large cigar in his mouth.
Oh, I've not met a gnome in a while.
Hand it over, boyo.
I'm going to give it to him. Here you go, sir.
He gestures to the open chest in front of him, and as soon as you drop the stone in, he slams the lid shut, and you see the chest is covered in shells and barnacles. It looks almost like a sort of sea creature that has, by a freak chance of nature, grown a shell that happened to look and work exactly like a sea chest. And at the same moment that the chest lid shut, you all feel a perceptive change in the environment, something you've been aware of for the last almost a day, but also somehow not aware of. A certain magical presence that seems to not be there. All of you, that is, bar one of you. And it seems that whatever power this stone possessed was being shielded by this chest.
Nice chest.
Are you talking to Starflower?
So I was wondering if there was some kind of maybe reward for finding your stone.
All in good time, boyo. Starflower tells me you helped her. Is that so?
Yes.
Well,
We did
Mostly me.
pretty much everything.
I hear one of you tried to hurl her into a hedge.
I tried. She said no. The lads stepped in. Well, I was more trying to save her out of the way, but yeah, it got misconstrued.
She's a very wise lady, is Starflower. So I respect her opinion, and now she's brought you to me and tells me you'll be a valuable asset to us.
I've got to say, your ship is absolutely lovely. Much better than the one we came here on.
There's no need for brown-nosing upon this ship, Mark.
I'm not trying to brown nose, just one man to another.
What's your opinion on Gary Flashman, out of curiosity?
He's a marvellous gunner, best in the Shattered Lands, in my opinion.
He seems a bit
He's a gunner.
They call him Gunner Flashman, Greg Flashman.
Has he ever been sued?
Has he what?
Has he ever been sued?
Sued? By who?
Just co-workers, taken to HR, to a tribunal, anything like that.
See here, you haven't even told me your names yet. My name's Captain Salvo Madam Timbers.
How do you spell that?
Says it sounds, boyo.
That's...
Mud. Dem.
How do you spell the middle name?
It's a family name. It's my grandfather's, truth be told.
Mine's an old family name as well. I'd like to lean...
Oh, I love it.
I'd like to lean really, really close to him. Could everybody else take their headphones off? Because I want to whisper in his ear.
I'd like to whisper in his ear, and I'd like to go,
these fellas know me as Normalbeard, but my name is Derek Kneesmasher.
Kneesmasher, eh?
Yes.
I heard that name when I was in the Royal Guard.
I'm sure you have. Unfortunately, we got into a bit of a bad patch, and I had to, duck out for a while. This beard is not real, forced to shave my own, but as a dwarf, there's quite a lot of shame in that, so I'd appreciate it if you kept it on the down low.
We'll see, boyo. But for now, your secret is safe with me, alright?
Thank you very much. I will do everything in my power to support you and your crew.
Right then. Who are the rest of you?
Could I just query, Derek? Out of curiosity, I couldn't help but oversee. Couldn't hear anything, but I noticed that you tapped your nose when chatting to the captain just then. Are you trying to hide some kind of secret?
I was just complimenting him on his use of anti-brown nosing patter. I don't like suck-ups, and to be honest. I respect a man who also resents, kiss asses.
I'm not going to lie. I've asked you 4 times for your names now. I'm a patient gnome, Alto, but that sort of thing gets right on my wick.
Captain, Keth Frostiron, nice to meet you.
My name is Derek Normalbeard.
Malrus Tosscoble.
Tosscoble, eh? A halfling name, if I'd heard one. Tosscoble. I feel I've heard that name somewhere before. Now that's out the way, I have to ask you all if you're all amenable to a position on my crew of like-minded fellows to sail the high seas in pursuit of a quest of noble intent and financial gain.
I'm here for noble intent.
The noble intent doesn't really do anything for me, but the financial gain, you have me there.
Yeah, let's do this.
Why not?
Cracking. We have 2 goals here. Firstly, of course, we all want to get rich. Secondly, we want to stop Empress Glandonel from taking back our little independent empire we have built here for ourselves, out here on the Shattered Lands.
You guys trying to cheat at Scrabble?
It seems she's in search of certain artefacts to assist her in her quest. As soon as we found out she was hunting these down, a few of us captains made it our mission to keep these out of her hands. For possessing any one of these items would make her forces a formidable foe, but possession of them all could spell the end for not only our little slice of freedom, but the whole world.
If you don't mind me asking a question, would you term yourself a pirate or a privateer?
I spit on those lousy privateers. I am a freedom fighter.
Lovely.
And if pirate is the badge you choose to give us, then that is what we are.
Well, you're amongst kindred spirits here. Why did you decide to take to a life of the sea?
That's a very personal question, young man. I don't believe we know each other that well.
Perhaps if we get to know each other in time.
Maybe later.
That's fine. Didn't mean to pry.
It seems that you 4 have a knack for recovering items of high value. So I would like to offer you a place here on my crew, I really would. But you see, it's not up to me. My ship is very nearly a democracy.
I'm up for it.
Of course, if you'd rather not be a part of our little endeavour,
Well,
I will have you dropped at a free port of your choosing, and we'll say no more about it.
I'm in.
Yeah, I'm in too.
I am in, Captain.
Let's see how it goes.
I'm afraid it's a yes or no answer. Will you be part of our crew, or will you not?
We'll say yeah.
Yes.
Aye, Sherlock Gnomes.
Aye, Captain Timbers.
Aye, Captain Timbers.
Aye.
Cracking. Now, if you all look here, the captain then snaps his fingers and a bright white light blinds you all. When your vision returns, those without dark vision would swear they are blind. Those with dark vision, from what you can see, you would swear you are in the bowels of the ship. You can see wood all around, and you're about ankle deep in water. The only positives you can feel from your current situation is that you appear to still have all your possessions, and all your hit points have been restored. To join our crew, a voice calls out, that you recognise as Captain Timbers, you must first prove that you are part of a team. Fortunately, this creature snuck on board whilst we were making repairs to the ship, so now you must work together to eliminate it. If you succeed, you will earn a place amongst us. If you fail, well, it will no longer be a matter of issue. You hear a clunking sound, and all of a sudden, the water level begins to rise. The battle music starts, the screen wipes round, and you go into turn-based combat mode.
Like Ash in Pokemon, I turn my beard
100%. Imagine Pokemon.
Travel really quickly.
I totally don't do that.
And you all roll initiative.
Ooh, not so
21.
bad.
14.
18 plus 3.
Ooh, 20.
I got a 15. Better than my arm wrestling roll.
Derek, you are up first. What you will find is that behind you there is a bilge pump. For every turn that goes round that the pump is not activated, the water level goes up. And for every turn that one person mans the pump, the water level stays the same. And if 2 people are using it every turn, the water level goes down. If you reach 3 turns without pumping, then those of you that are below average human height will be underwater and will take 1d4 damage for every turn they are underwater. If it goes to 4 turns without pumping, everyone else will be underwater too, and they will also take 1d4 damage every turn.
I reckon, as I'm pretty useless, have been in fights, I'm going to go straight for this pump and start pumping. I'm just going to stand there and pump. That is pretty sure I was built for this. 15-year-old.
It's not your turn, but yes.
I know, 100%, but I'm just letting everyone aware I'm going to go to a pump.
Maybe you should get that seedy, pervy lecturer's guy upstairs to pump with you.
Who's blind at this point?
I can't see anything, but I feel like there's a pump behind me.
I think I'm blind, so I'm not much use.
I would say maximise our combat effectiveness and get every weapon on it. Kill the thing as quickly as you can before worrying about water. If it's not going well, then let it.
Could you just describe the room to us?
It is a long ship-shaped room. It's basically the full length of the ship.
Is there any...
Behind you is a bilge pump, and ahead of you is darkness.
Just so the ahead of us, even with dark vision, is darkness.
You cannot see right to the end of the ship because the ship is that big.
But okay,
those with dark vision can see around them, but not to the end of the ship.
About 60 feet. Okay, so
so I can't see.
Are there any like barrels or crates or anything like that that's in the hull?
Nope, it's a big empty space. It's the bilges.
Empty space. Okay. Right.
Cool.
I'd like to roll a stealth check, please.
You can roll a stealth check.
Bring the noise.
And keep to the sides of the ship and sort of move, keep low, keep to the side of the hull and just move forward as stealthily as I can.
Okay. We can test it with perception.
That would be a natural 16 plus 5, 21. With my, hold on, what's my expertise?
Ooh.
Deception. Okay, never mind. So yeah, just a 21.
Yeah, that does it. So you stealthily move forward. How far are you moving?
Okay, moving forward. I'd like to move forward my until I can get. If I go forward, I'm just going to move forward about 25 feet. My movement and see what I can see.
You got full dark vision.
Yeah.
Okay, as you move forward, you get about 20 feet forward, and you see right at the far end of the ship. You see a huge, monstrous, coiled shape that begins to move.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
So it seems like our heroes had found an out. Away off the island there was little doubt, but Starflower, it seemed, was still acting odd. No more so perhaps than Jeff speaking to a god. But a bargain was struck and a deal was made, and our heroes hoped that the memories would soon fade of this island so ensnared by death's morbid fingers. Then of course they met Captain S.M. Timbers. Will this send our heroes into a panic, or will they prevail? Find out next time on Roll Britannia.